Well, we did it. The sun's going finally on the horizon. It got to tapped out at 102 today. I bared it all the way till about 10 after 4, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And I know this was an irresponsible thing to do. And even as I was leaving, I was telling myself, Steven, you're gonna regret this, you're gonna regret this. God, I hope I don't regret this. So I just put the birds in the cage, filled up their water container all the way, and turned their cage to face away from the sun as much as I could, and hopped in my car and went into town, went to Denny's, got a Dr. Pepper and some French fries, and just drank refill after refill after refill. And checked the weather and saw that it got well over 100. Well, it definitely reached 100 degrees, and it actually tapped out at 102 at one point. And I saw it said 101, and the whole time I was there, it said 101. It didn't change, and it just stayed 101. I started worrying, man. Like, I can't do this. I just can't do this. I can't leave those poor birds out there in 101 degrees by themselves. I'm gonna come back and I got scared. So I probably spent the shortest amount of time I ever had at Denny's, turned the heat, and jumped back in the car. And first thing I actually did, I stopped at Stater Bros and filled up all my water. Every time I have an empty water container, I just throw it in the back of the car. And so I had about 3 of them back there, and filled them all up, got myself about 4 gallons more water. And on top of what I already have, I got the 5-gallon that I haven't even opened yet. But you might as well take advantage of that when you're out there, when you're in town, get some water. Came back, nervous as hell, but driving up, camp as usual, looked fine, no damage, wind damage or transient damage, either way. And all 3 crows still standing on their perch. Water was almost gone. It pretty much just turned into the food that they'd put in there. And yeah, they were getting thirsty. Gave them some water, and now I'm back in the tent. They're fine. So far, if you can see that, that's my favorite yucca plant out there by the creosote, by the shitter. Mostly because I can see it. that's pretty much why. It was a big one. It's a big one, and I can watch its progress every day that I sit here. My guess is, at least from the time I planted them a few days ago to by the time the shed arrives in 8 days, 8 more days, that the roots will probably start to take place. That's my guess. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with yuccas. Basically my Joshua tree lookalikes until I get myself some real Joshua trees. God, what's the temperature right now? I said 6 o'clock. It's still going to be 99, but what makes it bearable is that, you know, the sun is more at an angle now, and it really takes the edge off when the shadows start to stretch out. But still, only a week. We're only a week from the longest day of the year, a week after it. So the days are still pretty freaking hot and long.
President Biden saying it's the oldest documented light in the history of the universe.
It's an international collaboration. This telescope embodies how America leads the world, not by the example of our power, but the power of our example.
Yeah, whatever.